Welcome to the auction. Make sure to check out every booth, while the artworks will be auctioned by the artists themselves. Seize your time here and bring your favorite home.
A simple urinal, neither ornate nor crafted with skill, was labeled as art. Traditional academic artists found it hard to accept. To them, my fountain was nothing less than an affront to art itself. But I clearly didn't care. My goal was never to please the audience, but to subvert. Through this ready-made, I liberated art from the confines of aesthetics. It was as if I declared art doesn't need to be beautiful, nor does it require the artist's hand. It can be an idea, a medium for reflection, or a question thrown at the audience. When I first saw CryptoPunks, I couldn't help but think of my fountain and the uproar it caused. They too stand at the threshold of art in a form so simple it seems crude. These low-resolution, pixelated avatars, each seemingly unremarkable, have nonetheless carried massive commercial value and been hailed as the new wave of digital art. I tried to find my rebellion in these avatars. Are they also challenging our notions? Are they making us rethink the boundaries of art? However, the more I delved into the comparison, the more apparent the vast gulf between them became. My fountain became a milestone in art history because it forced us to question the boundaries of art. It compelled people to ponder, when can an object be called art? Where does the value of art truly come from? It was not merely a rebellion in form, but a revolution in ideas. What about CryptoPunks? Their existence seems more like a form of pandering, wrapped in the veneer of technology and the allure of scarcity. They provide a new stage for the capital market. Ironically, the scarcity of these works is entirely man-made, limited editions, unique blockchain records. This scarcity isn't born from depth of thought, but rather the union of technology and capital. They seem to tell one thing: rare items are always valuable. As I stared at those pixelated avatars on the screen, they felt hollow. Perhaps they do inherit a trace of my rebellious spirit. But this rebellion feels too easy. So easy, in fact, that it requires nothing more than a simple arrangement of pixels. They rebel against aesthetics, but fail to reach the realm of ideas. Rebellion, then, is not difficult. What is difficult is giving rebellion meaning. My fountain forced the entire art world to rethink what art could be. It was like a mirror reflecting our biases and limitations, and these pixelated avatars, the only question they provoke in me is, what is value? Artistic rebellion has never been rebellion for rebellion's sake. It requires a force that genuinely moves people, a challenge that strikes at our understanding of the world and ourselves. That, precisely, is what I fail to find in CryptoPunks.
My autumn rhythm had a profound sense of freedom, embodied in abstract expressionism, struck me deeply. My approach to painting defied tradition: spontaneous strokes, random patches of color, and compositions that, though seemingly chaotic, pulsated with rhythm. Each piece recorded the movement of the body during the act of painting, brimming with emotion and energy. I noticed that people attempted to create a Pollock-style image using AI. The result looked decent. The colors were well-matched and the distribution of lines was relatively random, but it felt soulless. It wasn't a creation, merely a cold imitation, a computation. I can't help but draw a comparison between this experience and NFT avatars. Whether it's my improvisational art or AI's simulated painting, both involve some form of artistic language reconstruction or exploration. The issue with NFT avatars is that they lack not only emotional freedom, but also any meaningful technical innovation. At the core of my art, in AI generative art, these avatars are digital replications rather than creations. Each avatar is merely a random combination of fixed templates, colors, features, and backgrounds arranged in ways pre-calculated by algorithms. These images possess neither independence nor inner depth. They haven't undergone the artistic process, nor do they capture the emotional highs and lows or intellectual struggles of a creator. They carry no sense of generation, only the label of having been produced.
Technology has undoubtedly transformed the face of art. Leonardo da Vinci's mechanical sketches are a classic example of the fusion of science and art. The Bauhaus movement integrated technology into aesthetics through industrial design, and Nancy Berson used early computer technology to generate images exploring themes of identity, race, and transformation. Their works were truly revolutionary because they represented not only technological innovation, but also artistic expression. Each leap in technology brought new possibilities to art, but unlike before, NFT technology seems to be positioning itself as the centerpiece of art, rather than a mere tool. Proponents of NFTs often highlight their technological innovations, such as blockchain's ability to certify ownership and its decentralized characteristics. But do these innovations truly offer art a new dimension? The success of works like Beeple's Everydays, the first 5,000 days is more on the scarcity and market value enabled by NFT technology rather than on the exploration of new forms of artistic expression or the conveyance of profound ideas. What we see is not technology and art elevating each other, but technology taking the lead over art. When technology dominates art, creation becomes a programmed act. The scarcity of a piece and the uniqueness of identity can all be achieved through code, requiring no input from the artist. In traditional art, the artist's touch and creative intent are paramount. Yet in the realm of NFTs, creation is driven by blockchain technology itself, a product of market mechanisms, and the showcase of technological prowess. The relationship between art and the market has never been simple. My paintings went unnoticed. While I am alive, those dazzling starry nights and fiery sunflowers were once considered to peculiar and untimely. Yet after my death, these works became treasures of the auction house, fetching hundreds of millions of dollars. Is this a reflection of the essence of art, or the capricious nature of market rules?
Built a visual language of consumer culture using commercial elements, propelling cartoon-like figures into the global art market. Whether it is my smiling sunflowers or chibi-style characters, they struck a delicate balance between art and commerce. These works could grace the pristine walls of museums or be printed on handbags as trendy commodities. Despite this duality, my sincerity toward art still shines through. I use commerce to reflect on art itself, and consumer culture to mirror the structures of societal desire. It's a negotiation between art and the market, and I wield a certain control within this dynamic. However, when I turn my attention to BAYC, Bored Ape Yacht Club, this sense of balance vanishes entirely. Simple ape illustrations composed with low resolution and casual design may appear rebellious, but feel hollow. Their success relies entirely on precise marketing strategies. Scarcity, symbols of social status, and celebrity endorsements have collectively fabricated a seemingly unshakable cultural illusion. Through limited editions, they create an aura of scarcity. Each bored ape is assigned a unique blockchain identifier, turning simple images into symbols of digital era identity. It's not traditional art, but more akin to a digital membership card, a passport to specific social circles. With celebrities and social media amplifying the effect, its social value is magnified exponentially. I try to view this phenomenon from a more objective perspective. Perhaps the value of NFT avatars lies not in beauty but in pioneering a new artistic form. Perhaps they too are cultural symbols of the digital age. Yet, the deeper I think, the more disappointed I feel. The hype surrounding NFTs has clearly strayed far from the realm of artistic creation. Their exorbitant prices are driven by the rapid influx of capital, transforming them into speculative commodities. Scarcity is exaggerated, and their collectible value is endlessly inflated. It's essentially a game of capital manipulation. The struggle of art is becoming increasingly intense. This struggle isn't merely to resist the market, but to avoid being entirely consumed by it. Behind this lies the predicament of today's young artists. Must we pour our hearts into creating art, only to have its value measured by market rules in the end?
People always debate that rather NFTs can be considered artwork. Let us walk through this auction together and listen to what these great artists, such as Duchamp, Pollock, Van Gogh, and Takashi Murakami, have to say to NFT. It might spark some reflections on this issue. Damien Hirst's For the Love of God, a diamond-encrusted skull is a satirical commentary on the influence of capital on art. Through its extreme opulence and reflection on mortality, it confronts the complex relationship between art and capital, revealing the increasingly blurred boundary between the two. And NFTs? They lack this profound introspection. Instead, they thrust the power of capital to the forefront of art in an unabashed display, a dazzling show that, behind the curtain, reveals nothing substantial, no inquiry into the essence of art. This makes me wonder, can art remain independent? Under the onslaught of the market, has art already become a mere appendage to capital? In the digital era, the power of capital is immense and omnipresent. It can drive the prosperity of the art market, but can just as easily reshape the creative ecosystem. In traditional art, while artists might have to cater to exhibitions, critics, or institutions, the depth of thought and freedom of expression in their work has never been completely eroded. NFTs, on the other hand, seem to be driven solely by market demand. As previously discussed, BAYC's success is not rooted in the depth of its art, but in the clever manipulation of capital, turning ape avatars into symbols of social status. This success has spawned countless imitators eager to replicate the model. A flood of avatar-style NFT projects has emerged, not for the sake of expression, but to attract investment, chase attention, or simply capitalize quickly. This phenomenon fills me with a subtle sense of unease. I fear witnessing a world of art entirely defined by market rules. Yet I believe the independence of art may never completely vanish. Capital can define price, but it cannot define meaning. The meaning of art, like the glimmer of Hirst's diamond skull, always shines through, reminding us that true art has never bowed to any set of rules. The main question is, can the essence of art be replaced? The advent of the digital age has brought new possibilities to art, but has also introduced deeper uncertainties. NFTs have undeniably opened new channels, enabling more people to access and participate in digital creation. Yet, as I browse through those algorithmically generated pixelated avatars, I can't help but question, can this truly be called art? Where does their value come from? Is this changing the core of what art is? Has art already been devoured by capital and technology? NFTs have carved out a new space for art, allowing digital creations to be authenticated and traded. They've also invited more people into what appears to be the realm of art through technology. However, this technology has not upheld art's core values. Instead, it has made art more superficial. The market does not demand depth of thought, but rather easily exchangeable symbols. This logic renders art mechanical and repetitive, stripping away creativity. In the NFT market, the identity of creators has been redefined. They are no longer pioneers of thought, but servants of the market. The core of art has shifted from expression to compliance. Many NFT projects are not about conveying ideas or aesthetics, but about capturing the attention of investors. While the market drives creation, it simultaneously squeezes out the independence of creators, turning art into a game of replication and accumulation. It constructs an illusion, making us believe that art has been redefined by technology and capital. We must guard against this misconception and rethink the true meaning of art. As I've mentioned before, True art should always transcend the rules of the market. I imagine it as a space unbound by market constraints, a place of pure expression and direct confrontation with life. Yet, the digital avatars, exorbitant auctions, and endless reproductions remind me of how pervasive the logic of capital is. Art should not become a mere accessory to capital. It must break free of these shackles and reclaim its most authentic voice. Otherwise, what we lose will not just be the independence of art, but also its very purpose for existence.